Hello everyone, my name is Andre, and for this video I would like to do a show and tell presentation. Hello everyone, my name is Andre, and for this video I would like to do a show and tell presentation for, if anyone ever needs that. This is what I would like to showcase to the audience that I have over here. Now, I have this beloved Nintendo collection because my entire life I have been a devoted, dedicated, and a sworn Nintendo fan. I've only played mostly first-party games, but I will admit there are some third-party games that are very interesting as well. And that has really taken a toll to my collection and my budget, so to speak. But I do think it's a little bit paid off because I can enjoy all of the retro games that I've had. Especially recently with Nintendo Switch Online's subscription. May it be yearly or monthly. I don't see how people would try to make do with the crappy emulations that they have been presenting in their service. So without further ado, this is my Nintendo collection that I would like to show all of you. And the first one that I have is my very first Nintendo console that I have had ever since I was like 5 or 6 years old. Yeah, try to remember it. This is called a Nintendo DS. Alright. This baby with me has stood the test of time, and I have played most of my childhood games with this right here. And I remembered back in the day when like whenever there would be someone who would whip out a Game Boy Advance or a Nintendo DS, people would immediately bow down to you. Like once you whip one of these out, you were instantly the cool kid. And in some ways I still am. Don't doubt it. And the second one that I'm willing to bring to you is the successor of the Nintendo DS, the Nintendo 3DS. Alright? It looks and feels just like the original Nintendo DS, but like this one has like 3D effects that you can toggle on or off, whatever your decision is. Like there is a light version of the Nintendo 3DS that was designed for the much younger audiences that could not sustain with the 3D effect that is provided by the Nintendo 3DS. Like there have been a few children during like the early days of the Nintendo 3DS era that would complain that their eyes would strain too much due to the 3D effect that is given by the Nintendo 3DS, and so they have come up with the Nintendo 2DS. And so I'm just here being like, why didn't they just turn off the 3D feature? Like it was an option. They had the option to do that. And so somebody responded to me in that post because I posted about it. They said they wanted to make a rundown version of the Nintendo 3DS because let's face it, this clamshell design model that has been innovative for so many years is not really the ideal design for children, and so they have decided to go for like the just the open one, the flat open one that was implemented in the earlier Game Boy models, Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Yeah. And the third console that I'm about to show you is the Wii. Now I'm not gonna show you the box itself because it's attached to my television, which I'm going to use later. But what I have here is a remote. You can clearly see it's unbranded because like the branded ones were sold out before I even had the chance to buy. And this is one of the few things that did not look very appealing to like those people who would just prefer the PlayStation and Xbox models back at the time. And despite that, the Wii has outsold the both of them during the 7th generation. And at that time, Nintendo was at the very top. Over here is the Wii Remote. And it's a little bit lighter than the branded one. And I haven't really tested it out yet since it was just recently bought. I wasn't able to buy the batteries yet. So like, I'm gonna try this out once I can. I hope it does work. Because like I spent good money on this one, but like yeah, the Wii is in one of my collection. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to show you is the one that I have right here, which is a pity shame of a console, the Wii successor, the Wii U. Now, I'd like to give my sympathies and thoughts on the Wii U console. Like, it was so damn underappreciated. Like, despite the fact that it did not look so appealing to many gamers in the gaming community, like, it had a great variety of games. Yeah, like Nintendo Land, New Super Mario Bros. U, Bayonetta 2, Breath of the Wild being the last game on the Wii U, and the first game on the Nintendo Switch. The first game to be given that treatment, and along with many other Wii U titles that were ported into the Nintendo Switch. And it did not look so appealing to many gamers because its fucking controller looked like a tab you can just press on. And the Wii U was the console to first introduce the one where you can just like turn off the TV, where you can just turn off your TV and then just play entirely on this gamepad. Like it was something that introduced the concept to the Nintendo Switch being a hybrid console. Like you can shift it from a home console and then you can do handheld, and it was a turning point. The Nintendo Switch era was a turning point with the Wii U's failure, which is what I am going to show you right now, and I have it right over here, the Nintendo Switch. I've decided to just go with the original model because the Lite and OLED models were not really worth my budget at the time, and so yeah, here it is, and looks really beautiful. I have decided to just cherish it, and when it comes to like the Nintendo Switch Online service, I have decided to just go to some guy who would give away some subscriptions for a much cheaper price. I'm not sure if that's legal, and I'm not sure if Nintendo is willing to allow that kind of subscription. Shoutouts to Mr. Ezekiel Ferrer, and yeah, the Nintendo Switch right here, and when it came to that, I wanted to purchase the games that were on the Virtual Console first before having to move to the Nintendo Switch. And I'm yet to buy some games, like more games to add in my collection. I do have Tetris 99, Super Smash Bros, Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, yeah, most anticipated video game of this year, gonna be released this year. And when it came to the controllers, I do have an extra one right here, yeah, and and as you can see, like it's just a third-party charge grip, and the colors are interchanged. I wanted the blue-red ones, but I got the red-blue instead. But like, yeah, I guess that's fine. That works, yeah. As long as the controller does its purpose, it will do very well. And there you go. That's my handful of Nintendo consoles that I would like to show you in this show and tell video. This is one of the few videos that I will use to introduce myself, as I am very dedicated to Nintendo. See you.